Hello and welcome, I am Arumba, thank you for joining me. This is the my agenda video for the week of week 16, April the 17th through April the 23rd. I did miss the agenda for last week. Just didn't do it. Don't know, just sort of forgot about it. Schedule was kind of up in the air a little bit, and all of a sudden it was like Thursday, and then I just sort of forgot. Sorry about that. This one's going on a little bit later than I would have hoped, but it's also, you know, better late than never, I suppose. So, here's what we're looking at for this upcoming week. So far, we're going to be doing more Refactorissimo with Stejo, having a ton of fun playing that. I cannot wait till my session with him on Thursday. It's just great. It's great playing with Stejo again. Continuing the Ideas Guy campaign, trying to wrap that thing up at some point in the near future. I want to try to get off of the 1.19 patch so that I can focus exclusively on the Mandate of Heaven in EU4. That being said, the EU4 Portugal patch is going to continue as well. Still doing just one a day on that, and I think I might keep Ideas Guy one a day as well, because I ran into this issue over the weekend where we just had too much going on with family and stuff, and I ended up falling behind. I missed like 3-4 videos, and then I just, you know, there's like a day or two where there was nothing from Ideas Guy or Portugal. So until I get ahead enough that I can actually, you know, assure myself that I'm going to have the entire weekend covered for sure, 100%. Not like, yeah, I'll probably find time on a Saturday night to, you know, record 4 or 5 episodes or something. Then we're just going to go back down to one a day for now. Yeah, I don't know. Things are good. Things are good. Filthy has had some internet issues, so we're going to miss out on episode 13 on Tuesday. So that's going to actually end up going live on Wednesday instead. We've got to wait till our Wednesday recording session. There's been a lot of people asking about the Crusader Kings 2 and the Stellaris patches and when those things are going to happen. Someday? I'm not sure exactly. Soon? I don't know. I'm not really that interested, honestly, in playing Crusader Kings 2 yet. I tried it out. We did the streamed version when the patch first came available, and I had a lot of fun with it. It was a great time. But then, again, I read so much about there being balance issues with it and like features that were not included in the patch that I just want to wait until those things are included before I actually revisit it. And then as far as Stellaris, I've kind of internally at least said I don't want to do a single-player Stellaris campaign again. So I want to do a multiplayer Stellaris thing, but I don't want to do a multiplayer Stellaris thing yet because I keep on trying to finish the Ryuk series. Every single time I get a chance to stream, I end up wanting to play Ryuk. We're so close. It's like 17, 10, 17, something like that. And, you know, we got 10 times the income of the next highest person. We're in the cleanup stage of the game, and I want to get the achievement. And it's distracted me from doing a lot of the other things that I had intended to do. I wanted to do, as I mentioned, multiplayer Stellaris with some of the guys that I've been working with in Discord, the crew. I wanted to do multiplayer Factorio again. I wanted to revisit the that game mode where it was like, you know, we had 12 teams, I think, and I wanted to try going down to like 2 to 4 teams of 10 or 20 people and trying to kill each other's silos. And there's a bunch of stuff that I've wanted to do but not done. And yeah, the Ryuk thing, it takes a long time. I know that people usually comment about, oh my gosh, this is 2 hours, one year or 2 years of gameplay. Yeah, okay, well, you do it, right? You do it and tell me how easy it is to play quickly and efficiently and not screw up the achievement run. It's not, you know, I don't even feel bad at the speed that I'm playing. I just get a little bit irritated with the amount of comments about game speed. You know, it'll happen as fast as it has to happen. I think the difference is that most people who've earned the achievement don't even record it until they've succeeded. Or they do an AAR, an after-action report, right? Where they take screenshots along the way, and then upon completion, they post the whole thing all at once. Well, that's not how I've been doing it. I've, for the most part, recorded every single little bit of it, and it takes a freaking huge-ass amount of time. It's a big time investment for both me and you. So, anyway, that's been my big focus lately, and I just want to get done with the achievement. I think that it's something that I know I can do and would like to just have done. On that topic, I do want to address some comments that I saw on a couple of the most latest videos for that stream, the exported exported streams on YouTube, the comment section is talking about me being like a hypocrite or something for using exploits because I've called out DDR Jake or other people for using exploits or something. And first off, that's just not true. That's not correct. The only time I've ever like called someone out was when let's see, I'm trying to remember who it was. Honestly, I don't even remember his name now, but there was a guy on the Paradox forums who had openly admitted to using an exploit where he enabled player bonuses, and then he conquered the world in record time. It was like 1670 something, and he failed to disclose that he had used that exploit. And that's all I said, is to say, hey man, good job, congratulations. You might want to address the fact that you cheated. Like, I'm okay with it. It's still an impressive thing that he did. But is it as impressive as if he had played on normal mode? No, it's not. And so he's getting an artificial amount of recognition for something, and there's a very clear-cut, obvious reason why he didn't mention it. It's because it sounds better if you don't. So I take issue with that. That's lying. That's a lie via omission. And so, yeah, I called that guy out. I said, look, if you're going to use player bonuses, then you have to acknowledge that. What have I done? What have I done in every single freaking episode? Probably. I don't know. I mean, I think it's every episode. It comes up. How is he integrating this nation when he doesn't have a diplomat doing it? Oh, I'm using shadow diplomats. I don't know if that's come up. I think we've talked about it like probably every 30 minutes of every episode, that the two primary exploits I'm using are shadow diplomats and Iron Man copying. I'm copying the save file, and I'm re-rolling bad events when necessary, so that if, for example, my timing on an integration of a nation gets screwed over because of a random diplomatic reputation hit or something, that doesn't happen. Over a long enough period of time, you could just do it over and over again, and eventually things would work out the way that they're going. I'm not talking about save scumming every single siege roll or every single ruler or anything. Like, you've seen it. If you've watched the campaign, you know that we've taken some bad errors, and then we execute them. You know, we abdicate, or we re-roll them, or whatever. You know, we take the vast majority of the things that happen. It's the questionable stuff, like, you know, if I take this land, am I going to be allowed to core the interior provinces because of the contiguous land connection to my capital because I've got a strait crossing, or not? Does that not count? Right? Like, am I going to get screwed by this? So we affectionately call it squirrel. Like a squirrel. Look, a squirrel. You know, like, oh, you get distracted, the game gets crashed. And yeah, I've used that prodigiously. Those are the two exploits that I've used. But I admit it. I tell people what I've done. And that's not being disingenuous. That's not being, what's the other term that, hypocritical. It's not being a hypocrite, saying, oh, you know, I'm going to condemn the use of cheats and exploits. No, I never condemned the use of the fucking exploits. I condemned the use of them without acknowledging that you're using them. That's the rub. That's the thing you cannot do. That's like, I don't know. That's just my stance on it. You can't use a cheat or exploit and then pretend like you didn't and act like you're just such a good player that you just managed to do this thing that no one else could do, and it's not because you're, you know, using an exploit, it's just because you're so amazing that you cheat. And you don't have to mention it because you're special for some reason. You know, and I've talked about in passing, people will ask, like, well, how did this person do it? And so I'll mention the exploits that they've used. And again, please don't ever take it like me saying these are the exploits they used means I'm condemning them. When DDR Jake did his Ryuk World Conquest, he used an infinite diplomatic and infinite administrative point exploit that he found that was awesome. It was really impressive that he found the ability to do this via religious unity toggling. You could get two missions that would give you administrative points and diplomatic points, and he had it set up so that he had the exact percent of land that was the right religion versus the wrong religion, and then he would send a colonist to a colony location that would give his religious unity a tiny little bump in the wrong direction, and it would go back and forth every time he would start and stop this colony, so that he would go from 100% to 99%, back and forth, back and forth. And he was able to couple that with something else, because you can only ever do one mission at a time, right? You can't just go accumulate money, accumulate money, accumulate money. It's got to be this mission, then this mission. And you can do that every other day. You can have a new mission every other day. Every 2 days, you take the mission, 1 day to satisfy it, take a new mission. So 2 days, just bam, 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 bam. I mean, actually, technically, I think you could probably get a mission satisfied every single day in that rate, assuming that you could wait on the arrival of the colonists and time that kind of stuff appropriately. So anyway, I applaud that effort. The finding of that is amazing. And then, of course, he went on to become a guy who works for Paradox, and they fixed a lot of those exploits. That's the primary reason that this type of achievement exists, is so that they can identify game-breaking exploits that people can use to get something ridiculous. Starting as a five development miner, a 1 province miner in the middle of nowhere with no adjacencies to anybody and conquering the world is ridiculous. You should not be able to do that. It's implausible. And yet people do it. Right? How did Flurry Worry get it? Well, he used an exploit, to the best of my knowledge. I didn't see this myself, but I saw a small clip of like how it was done. There was some small period of window of time where you could actually edit the save file, and you could give yourself like a 999 or for that matter a 10,000 pip general. You could give yourself a general with 10,000 maneuver pips. Remember, every maneuver pip increases land movement speed by 5%. So if you had 10,000 maneuver pips, that means that your army is going to move a province every day. The minimum amount of time to move from one province to another is 1 day, but with enough maneuver, you could theoretically just have an army that would move one province every day. With enough siege pips, you would instantly win every single siege within 1 tick. With enough land and fire and shock pips, you would instantly win every battle no matter what, even if it's just one dude, as long as you don't hit the overrun trigger, right? You'd have to fight, like your 1 stack could kill a 9 stack. It couldn't kill a 10 stack because the overrun would just kill it instantly. But and then furthermore, there was another exploit there where you could do the same thing, where if you had it was something like, if you had an admiral with enough maneuver, then it would multiply the blockade efficiency into an integer overrun or some nonsense, and somehow give you infinite money. Because you would go to war, blockade somebody, and because you had so much maneuver on your admiral, you would have just infinite money, because reasons. So, hey, kudos. Good job on finding those exploits. I don't condemn it. The only thing I condemn is the lack of acknowledging what you did to do it, which is why I am so obvious and clear about what I have done in the achievement. And again, I don't even feel bad about doing it. It's the type of achievement that expects exploits. So don't be so surprised, right? It really sets me off. This isn't even really what I wanted to talk about. This isn't the whole purpose of this video, but that's what it's become, because it does. It really sets me off when people try to either take credit for things that they don't deserve, or when people try to say that I'm being hypocritical, which I'm not. I have not been and am not a hypocrite. So, yeah, there's my my soapbox stance on that topic. You know, if people want to make an attack against me, it needs to at least be legitimate. Otherwise, I'm gonna take some serious issues with it. So anyway, there's that. I'm gonna let you think about that for a bit. Maybe comment down below if you'd like. Maybe don't. I mean, it's up to you. I'm going to be doing some more Ryuk soon. We're probably going to continue cheating and being exploitative bastards, because that's the purpose of the campaign. And until we get the achievement, I'm not going to stop doing it. So anyway, I do hope to return to 8 videos a day soon. I've got this itch in my mind to get this achievement. I just want to get the Ryuk thing done. And until I can get it done, I don't really see how I can really fully commit back to getting everything else back really where it should be. So, anyway. That and Ben got me playing Hearthstone. That jerk. So, I play Hearthstone on occasion, and it takes time, and it's probably time I should be spending doing other things, but I don't know, I enjoy it. I've had fun with it. It's an enjoyable game. It just doesn't really fly well on the channel. Although I don't understand why. I mean, I don't know what it takes to actually get people interested in it. I know it's different than what I normally play, but you know, perhaps I just need to get up to rank 1 or some shit, and then maybe people will actually want to watch it. Maybe that's the rub. I don't know. Maybe we should try it. Could be interesting. Anyway, I'm gonna go and record some more videos and stuff. I'm having a lot of fun with Ideas Guy and Portugal both, and again, Factorissimo is just so much fun. I can't wait to play again with Stejo. So, let me know what your thoughts are. I'll see you guys in the next video, next agenda. See you in a bit.